The fireworks had not yet exploded, but the world already stopped breathing. On a New Year's Eve meant for music and celebration, one man knelt, one woman cried, and millions of hearts across Asia shattered, then healed, at the same time. No script, no drama roll, just love, spoken out loud, on the biggest stage of the year. New Year's Eve galas are designed to be predictable. Lights, music, perfect smiles, a carefully rehearsed celebration broadcast to millions. That night was supposed to follow the same rhythm. The stage shimmered under crystal lights. Decorations sparkled like frozen fireworks. And the audience, both inside the venue and watching from their homes, expected nothing more than a festive countdown. Liu Yuning stepped onto the stage with the confidence of a seasoned performer. His voice, warm and controlled, carried a gentle ballad through the arena. It was emotional, yes, but still familiar. Then came Zhao Lusi. She appeared not as a headline, not as a scandal, but as a guest. Elegant, composed, breathtaking in her simplicity. No one suspected what was hidden behind the smooth flow of the program. No one sensed that the script of the night had already been rewritten. As the final notes of Liu Yuning's song faded, something shifted. The tempo slowed, the lights dimmed, the noise softened, until silence took over. And in that silence, history quietly prepared to happen. Liu Yuning did not leave the stage. Instead, he reached for the microphone again. His expression changed. No longer the confident artist, but a man standing at the edge of something irreversible. The audience felt it instantly. This was not part of the show. His voice trembled, not from fear, but from honesty. He spoke about the journey no stage lights ever show, about beginnings filled with doubt, about nights when success felt impossibly far away. Then he spoke about her, not as a celebrity, not as a co-star, but as the person who stood beside him. When applause disappeared, and silence returned, Zhao Lusi listened, frozen in place. Her smile faded into disbelief. Her eyes shimmered, holding back tears she didn't expect to shed in front of the world. Every word stripped away distance. Thousands of people watched. Yet the moment felt painfully intimate, as if the entire arena had shrunk into a single heartbeat. Phones were raised, hands were shaking, and somewhere between breath and disbelief, the audience understood. This was no longer entertainment. This was confession. No music, no countdown, no distraction. Only one man, one woman, and a silence so heavy it pressed against every heartbeat in the room. Liu Yuning did not rush. He took a breath, as if memorizing the moment before it vanished forever. Then, slowly, unmistakably, he knelt. The reaction was instant. A wave of disbelief rippled through the arena. Some audience members screamed his name. Others covered their mouths, tears spilling before they could stop them. In his hand, the ring reflected the stage lights. Not dazzling, but steady, like a promise that had already made up its mind. His voice did not tremble now. It softened. He spoke not about fame, not about success, but about choosing someone. Every day, even when the lights fade and the crowd goes home. Zhao Lusi stood frozen, her body caught between shock and surrender. Her eyes brimmed with tears she never planned to cry on camera. Her hands shook as she tried to steady her breath. Seconds stretched into eternity. The entire arena held still, suspended between question and answer. Then, a nod. Small, fragile, yet powerful enough to break the silence. The cheers exploded. Applause thundered. Emotion flooded every corner of the room. In that instant, this was no longer a performance. It was a turning point. Witnessed by millions, owned by two hearts alone. As the lights dimmed, the world lit up. Clips of the proposal surged across social media like wildfire. Hashtags climbed to the top in minutes. Fans across time zones watched the same moment. Some on their phones, some in tears, some unable to believe what they had just seen. Many admitted they replayed it again and again. Not for gossip, not for shock, but for reassurance. That sincerity still exists in an industry built on illusion. For years, Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi had lived under constant scrutiny. Every glance analyzed, every interaction questioned. Yet they never explained, never defended, never denied. And now, without a press release or prepared statement, they answered everything. With action. Fellow artists responded not with disbelief, but with admiration. They praised the courage it takes. to make a personal promise. In front of an unforgiving spotlight. Fans described the proposal as cinematic. Not because it was dramatic, but because it was real. A moment too honest to be scripted. Too vulnerable to be fake. That night, the line between celebrity and human disappeared, and love stood alone. Later confirmations revealed the proposal had been planned with care, protected by silence, shared only with those who needed to know. Not to chase headlines, but to protect meaning. Behind the spectacle were two journeys shaped by endurance. Liu Yuning, who rose from uncertainty through relentless effort. Zhao Lusi, who carried grace through pressure, criticism, and expectation. Their story resonated because it was not perfect. It was earned. New Year's Eve, once defined by fireworks and countdowns, now carries a deeper echo. For them, it marked more than the turning of a calendar. It marked the beginning of choosing each other. Without hiding. Without hesitation. No wedding plans announced. No future promises displayed. Just a shared understanding that some moments are powerful precisely because they ask for nothing in return. If this proposal stayed with you long after the screen faded, it may be because it reminded us of something rare. That courage can be quiet. That love can be steady. And that sometimes, the most unforgettable stories are the ones told without shouting.